Hey, what's up everybody? Got another Atari here for my collection, and I'm getting a few of them. As in, this is my second Vader system, and definitely going to keep this, man. As in, the Vader systems are starting to get kind of scarce. This is the second one I have found in my entire area, let alone seen. So, cleaned up, really nice. I just got to open it and possibly clean up the inside, make sure everything's working good on the switches, but so far so good, man. Turns on, plays, all the switches seem to work, but I always like to spray them down just to make sure. And it's one of those deals to where I spent $70, but it wasn't just for the system. As in, anybody that's been watching, y'all know what I paid for the last one, and that thing was dirty as all hell and cleaned up damn near mint. I mean, it looks better than this, and this was already pretty clean. So, was feeling kind of crazy to spend $70, but it was what this was contained in. As in, I think I hit on something pretty freaking rare. I have never seen one, and I've been searching all over online since I've been home, man. I could not find one anywhere. Pictures on YouTube. Or not YouTube, but Yahoo, pictures on Google, I can't find anything. All I can find is the usual types. So anyway, it's going to show you the system here working. Didn't get the controller here with it. Got a couple of gem sticks. As you can see, all the writing there is good. No bad gouges or cracks. As in, I hit it up with some Armor All. Only spot that's showing a little bit of wear, which really is no big deal. That's just a little faded towards the bottom there, but otherwise it don't look bad. As in, that's just stenciled onto the plastic. Otherwise, not bad at all. So turn on my set here. Pop in Atlantis. As you can see there, man, good signal. Not bad at all. And on games, the usual abysmal games that I usually find is that I seldom find any scarce ones. These are all common. At least it came with some games. It's got Pac-Man, Defender, Combat, Warlords, and Space Invaders, and not in the best shape. I think, let's see. Yeah, Defender, once I clean it up, is probably the best condition. All the others are pretty worn, but didn't give a shit about the games. Got tons of Atari 2600 games. What got me excited, I'll show you the controllers too, minus the paddles here. Just in case any of you new to collecting Atari have never seen these. These are gem sticks. I guess that's the name of the company too, is Gem Stick anyways. I got a pair of these with it, and they're in good shape. They work good. But really not ones I'd recommend. Unless you just outright get it with the system, if you get one online or whatever, as in, they're made the same way as the original 2600 controllers, so they will wear out. Recommend trying to find something like this, which is a Competition Pro joystick, or even better, as in, I like this, but I like the Wiccos better, as in, try and find yourself a Wicco command control. Or at the least, maybe a Wicco Boss. You can find those cheap. They're like the command control, just built a little cheaper, but built the same way with leaf switches, old school style, so they will last. Anyways, what made me spend that crazy amount of money was this. And crazy to see something like this for the 2600. And it is nice. The only thing it needs is a handle. And I think I may have one that'll fit. Got a hard transport case here. Is it hard shell? Transport suitcase type thingamajig. Made by Atari in the United States, as in from the early 80s. All custom molded inside to fit a 2600. Let's see if I can get it open. And even cooler, not only fits the system and controllers and stuff, as you can see there off to the side, it's got room for some cartridges. Let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not bad, man. Holds 12 carts. And then up front here, where you see the upside down L's, that's just little perforations to set the joysticks and the paddles. And then this area here is raised up high, so you can put all the cords for the controllers and whatnot here. And then the Atari just sets on these 3 square posts. And then when you close it, this area here fits right over the top of the 2600 to hold it in place. And if you have cords under it, gives it a little bit of cushion so nothing budges. And as you can see, 2 larger holes here, those are for the joystick handles, so nothing in there will budge. And I'm thinking off to the side here, that's kind of perforated, as in I haven't tried it yet. Try it once I put this thing away. I think that's for the power supply to lay in there sideways or whatever. Don't know. Or maybe on its back. I don't know. It just looks like it's power supply sized. As in, I didn't get a power supply with this. I didn't even think of bringing it up. As in, I saw the system in case and I didn't really take anything out to look it over because it was all nice and clean, so I just messed with stuff while it was sitting in here. Didn't realize. So, got plenty of them, so no big deal. Anyways, man, this was the big deal on this find. If anything, I at least didn't overpay, I don't think. Just for the fact that I haven't seen any of these. I was thinking if somebody was going to have one of these, it would be my favorite online site, Atari2600.com. I thought maybe he'd have one and nada. What I might do is send him an email with a picture of this and say, hey man, have you ever seen one of these and how much is the motherfucker worth? Because he probably does have one somewhere that may be in his personal collection. And then the back of it, nice heavy hinges. It's just the hinges up front to where it's the bent plastic, but it's not really thin to where they've totally bent it back and forth to where it can snap off like nowadays. Actually, it doesn't have the little perforations there. It's just thin plastic, so it's not going to break off if it's taken care of. So, since it's something I've never had, man, for any of you out there that may have one of those, or have seen one and seen a price or value on it, man, let me know if I did good or not. As far as I'm concerned, for my personal collection, it's something I don't have, so I figure I did alright, but I always like to know how much stuff's worth when it comes to the retro things. And if anything, I can't remember because he sold it. He had a Vader on his site. Just the system and controllers and maybe the paddles. I can't remember, and it was in good shape. Really good shape. All original, as in original, dark Vader joysticks, all black. It was either 50 or 60 bucks. As in, usually when he has these, they're about 10 bucks more than a regular Woody because they are getting kind of scarce. So, gotta say, man, not bad. Well, catch y'all later.